Hi everyone! Today weather is not cooperating, but I do have to plant my David Austin roses out. We received a shipment of 3 different roses yesterday, and despite of the rain, I'm going to plant them out. So today in this video, I'm going to talk about David Austin roses, how wonderful they are, and how I'm going to plant them. I fell in love with David Austin roses many years ago, and they send you beautiful book every year. You have to sign up on their website. But in this book, if you are timid about growing roses, they give you detailed instructions how to do it. And plus, this book is filled with beautiful pictures of different roses according to color, size, type of rose. They give you a lot of instructions according to your climate zone, where you live in America, and generally a lot of different instructions how to deal with your roses. Sun is back. I'm here again in the garden, and for this job you would need a bucket where you soaked your roses overnight. Well, David Austin Company recommends at least 2 hours of soaking. I did soaking overnight, so my roses are well hydrated. And to plant roses well, you would need garden fork, spade, a bucket of water, and some good compost. I like to add a lot of compost to the soil. Compost doesn't add a lot of food to the soil. It doesn't feed, it's not very high in nutrients, especially for roses, which love to eat, which love to be fed well, to bloom well. But it creates a nice structure in the soil, and soil benefits immensely from compost when added during planting. So here it is. These black-eyed Susans are going to be taken away, part of them, and all this area will be devoted to one beautiful, gorgeous rose. Now those black-eyed Susans are gone, and I'm ready to fork the dirt well. This way rose will have a nice ground to go into. I'm going to fork it, and then using the spade I'm going to dig a hole wider and deeper than the root ball of the rose itself, and I will start planting it. Oh, I see a lot of happy wormies crawling around. It tells me that the dirt is really healthy in my garden. I'm not using any synthetic fertilizers. I try to use only natural things. Only in a rare case scenario where the really pesky weed is very offensive, I have to use something stronger. But otherwise, all the garden here is benefiting only from natural fertilizers. Cow manure, compost, and other granular natural fertilizers. This stage is very important for long-lasting life of the rose. Once you do soil, once you amend soils well, the rose will thank you for many years to come. Now what I do, I'm going to put a good amount of cow manure at the bottom. I'm going to rake it well. This way the roots of the rose will have plenty of space to venture around and grow well. Make sure that you prepare the hole in which the rose will go very well. Dig the hole much wider and deeper than the root system of the bare root rose itself. This way your rose will have plenty of space to venture and to grow well. As you can see, I digged a hole. It's a much bigger hole, and I mixed several shovels of cow manure at the bottom, and I'm going to make a hill, and on that hill I'm going to place the rose. I'm going to show you in a minute how I'm doing it. As you can see, I made a hill at the bottom of the hole, and I spread nicely all the roots of the rose on top of that hill. Rose wants to be planted really deep. The crown has to be totally under the ground, so use a stick to guide yourself how deep your rose is positioned and how deep you have to put it. This way all that root formation is under the ground and only the green shoots are showing up. I like to form a ring around the rose. You see how deeply I planted it? That's how it should be planted. And there would be some settlement on the soil, so in case the roots will start showing up, I will just add soil to the top. And now the one important step, the last one, to water your rose very well. At the beginning this rose is going to be quiet for several weeks, but then it will start growing, and maybe this year it will produce a small little rose, or maybe not. But I am patient, because garden is all about patience. Looks like it's raining again. Well, it's good for my roses, and looks like my kids don't mind it at all. Happy gardening! See you next time!